In the book Games Agency as Art, philosopher C.T. Nguyen describes two types of gamers. If you want to know which kind you are, first you need to understand what it means to play a game. Playing a game is choosing to overcome unnecessary obstacles on the way to achieving a temporary goal. Usually, the temporary goals of a game are quite meaningless by themselves, but we decide to care about them for the sake of playing the game, which is when we challenge ourselves to pursue those goals in an indirect way. What makes gaming so great is that it allows us to explore and experiment with different abilities, environments, and values. This is the key to the magic of games, and what makes them so fun and compelling. In games, the goals are clear and focused, and if the game is well designed, there's a satisfying and interesting fit between the game's challenges and our abilities. However, by providing such well-engineered values and goals, games can also lead us into a trap, which brings us to the first type of gamer. The first kind of gamer is someone whose primary purpose is to win, either by achieving the short-term goals of the game, like scoring a point, or by winning the game overall. This may be for the simple satisfaction of winning, or for the potential rewards that winning brings, like the esteem of one's peers, fame, money, or prizes. The danger for achievement players is that they could end up taking the goals of the game too seriously. Their focus on winning can obscure other values and modes of play, and even destroy the purpose of the game itself. Remember, games are when we decide to adopt certain objectives so that we can experience the challenge of trying to achieve them. But when achievement players elevate the objectives above the means to achieve them, then the struggle becomes like any other, a source of real-world frustration and failure, not a playground to explore. To pursue winning and avoid failure, achievement players will try to optimize their play, falling into a very narrow set of behaviors that they think are most favorable to winning. This effectively closes off the range of possibilities that the game designers have crafted for us. It degrades the power of games as places to explore and enjoy our agency, which is where a lot of their artistic value comes from. Achievement play could also lead to immoral behavior, making one insensitive to other players and thus violating obligations towards them. Ultimately, achievement players can fail to manage the relationship between games and other parts of their lives, and they're more likely to keep playing long after a game has stopped being fun. The alternative is what C.T. Nguyen calls striving play, where an achievement player plays to win. The striving player will only take a temporary interest in winning for the sake of playing. Play is made possible by caring about winning to some degree, but winning isn't the purpose of playing. In most parts of our lives, we use means to achieve ends. But in striving play, we use ends to achieve means, which is partly why true striving play is a little challenging. It requires the strange ordering or layering of our goals, values, and purposes. But this is also why it's so good. In striving play, we learn to be flexible with our agency, sometimes pursuing the goal of the game, or being lost in the moment, or taking a step back to evaluate the activity as a whole. This is good practice for life, where different roles require different kinds of agency, and where we regularly need to step back to see if the goals we're pursuing are really worthwhile. While striving players can still become addicted to the clarity of purpose that games offer us, ultimately they're more likely to have fun and have more room for creativity and adaptability, which could even make them more skilled players as well.